All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Do You Know Your Coworker? Today we have Mr. Garcia and Miss Anderson. They're going to go head-to-head to see how well they know one another through 3 rounds of intense questioning, maybe a few laughs, probably a few moments of head-scratching. You both ready to go?
Yes.
Ready.
All right. So, Mr. Garcia, write down your favorite color. Miss Anderson, what would you guess, or what do you know to be Mr. Garcia's favorite color?
I'm going to go with green.
Green.
I don't know if you guys can see. Damn.
Green. Excellent work. Miss Anderson, write down your favorite food. Mr. Garcia, whenever you're ready, feel free to go ahead and guess.
Costco cake.
Costco cake.
Back to Mr. Garcia, write down the name of your favorite band or musical group or solo artist, whatever. Like, I'm not being super picky about what you consider that to be.
All right, I got it.
All right, Miss Anderson.
I'm going to go with Jay-Z, and also that includes Beyonce.
Is she close? Jay-Z. Yeah, look at you.
I was like, not early 20s.
All right. Miss Anderson, write down for me the title of your favorite movie.
Ever?
Sure, we can make this as hard for Mr. Garcia as you'd like.
There might be a fat guy and a little coat involved.
Tommy Boy.
Ding, ding, ding!
That's right. Some of my favorite people quote Chris Farley randomly. It just has to happen. All right, Mr. Garcia, write down one of your teaching pet peeves or like things that bug you or something like that as it relates to teaching.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, Ms. Henderson, what would you guess is Mr. Garcia's teaching pet peeve when we're in person?
It's when kids use hate speech or hate language.
Is she close?
Yes, well, like, I generalize for put downs, but yes.
Nice. All right. Excellent work. All right. So, Ms. Henderson, we're going to kind of do the opposite of that. Well, not exactly opposite, but write down your what's your favorite part of teaching, or what's your favorite thing about teaching?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the relationships with her kids, with her students.
Does this count?
Yeah. All right. So, Ms. Garcia, this is going to be a quick. You're going to just write down yes or no to this, and then Ms. Henderson is going to answer.
Okay.
Growing up, did you have an imaginary friend? What do you think? Did he have an imaginary friend?
I want this to be true so bad, but I doubt it. I'm going to say no. Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Disappointing.
But I really want it to be true.
Me too. All right, so this next question, you're both going to write down your answer, and then you're going to guess what each person says. But I'm going to ask you both. So what's your guilty pleasure song for quarantine?
Yeah, I got mine. She was once on the Disney Channel.
So he's talking about
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, what song?
Cyrus? Wrecking Ball!
Wrecking Ball, yeah.
That's the only Miley Cyrus song I know!
All right.
Like, for $1 million, I could not give you another song. Like, that's the only one that I know.
All right. And Ms. Garcia, no pressure if you don't know the answer, because Ms. Henderson barely knows the answer.
I just have a genre.
What would you find? What's the genre of her guilty pleasure songs?
Something by Broadway, like something on Broadway.
Broadway? Oh, there you go. Broadway music.
Always.
Yeah.
I listen to talk radio on Broadway.
Yeah, like in the car, in the classroom, that's what she's listening.
So the next part we're going to move into is a speed round. So who would be the most likely to go skydiving?
Anderson?
Me.
Because she's done it already.
Hey, would you do it again, or was it like a one and done thing for you?
I wouldn't go on my own, but if Garcia was like, "Hey, let's go skydiving,"
Okay.
I'd go. Yeah.
All right. Who's most likely to walk into a glass door?
Me. Did I wait? I'm not waiting long enough. Did you say you, Garcia?
Yeah.
I said me.
Has either one of you ever actually done that before?
Yeah, like when I was younger, like I think I was like 12 or 13. It's like our sliding glass door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
I trip over stuff all the time, but I've never walked into a sliding door.
All right. Who's the most likely to have an impromptu dance-off with a student?
Anderson, 1,000.
Yeah.
All right. Who would be most likely to incorrectly dress up for Spirit Day?
That would be me. Because I don't.
you
I don't. I think it's me because I don't read emails. Like
Okay,
me and
yes.
Valente, like how we always have to ask like Henderson, like what's going on, like. So yeah, I never read emails.
That's true. He would wear it because he wouldn't know, but I have done that in the past where at a school where I previously taught. It was a month of Spirit Fridays, and I got 2 of the Fridays mixed up, and I wore pajamas on a non-pajama day. So I was walking around campus in pajamas all day, which was kind of sweet.
All right. And then the last thing we have for the speed round is you're going to just choose one or the other. So would you rather have tea or have coffee?
A coffee for me.
What about you, Garcia?
Neither for me.
Neither?
I'd rather drink water than like tea or coffee. So
It's good. It's healthy. So, All right.
Yep.
Would you rather have superhuman strength or invisibility?
Invisibility.
Invisibility, because then like I wouldn't care about me being fluffy. It would just be whatever. Like.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you prefer morning time or evening time?
Morning, all day, every day. My first hour will tell you I'm so annoying.
It depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Do you prefer cake or pie?
Cake.
Cake.
All right. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Both. All right. So that concludes our second speed round, which concludes the game. So again, thank you both for participating in Do You Know Your Coworker? And like always, before we leave, we're going to open up the floor to each of you individually to just say whatever's on your mind to the audience that may be watching either today or eventually. Mr. Garcia, you want to go first?
I guess like I'm just excited to be able to see the kids in person. Like I have no idea what that's gonna look like. I have no idea about like safety protocols or anything, but just that having like the human interaction with the kids, and yeah, just having some sort of normalcy back in my life. So yeah, that's it.
Excellent, thank you, Miss Henderson.
If my students are watching this, send me a chat, and I will send you a thank you note that you watched it. And I miss my students so much, and I miss my friends, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Perry. I miss seeing you guys in person, but I miss my students, and I love you, and I hope you stay safe and that we all stay safe so we can be back together soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our admin round of Do You Know Your Coworker? I'm joined with 3 of our administrative members. We have Ms. Herman, Dr. Middle, and Mrs. Casillas right there. So that's what we got for this afternoon. All right, and we usually we like to go with this in ABC order. So from the looks of it, let's go by last names. So Ms. Casillas, you are first. All right. So that means for us 2 ladies, Ms. Casillas, you're gonna write down your answer on your writing utensil thingy there. All right. I want you to write down, what is your favorite color?
I am gonna guess red or blue.
Okay. All right. Red or blue. Okay. All right. Dot.
Well, I would say in Mustang style, yes, red or blue, but I think overall it's pink.
Oh, pink.
Pink.
It is pink.
Pink and green.
Oh,
Pink.
nice. Good job. So that's a point for Dr. Middle. Good luck for our next round, Ms. Herman. All right. As a matter of fact, you're going to be next, Ms. Herman. Let's go ahead and have you answer the next one. So for you, you're going to say, what is your favorite food?
Main dish or like type of food?
Tell you what, we can do type of food.
So I know that Julia craves Del Taco at times. And so I put Del Taco because when she really wants something like the French fries, she goes for Del Taco.
Okay, Dr. Middle.
Gosh, I would have said, yeah, when you talk about her main category, it would be that fast food with Del Taco, but I would say overall Mexican.
That's
Well, Mexican. All right, then. Ms. Herman, what do you got?
My favorite type of food is Cajun food.
Not surprised.
Wow.
we don't order out Cajun food, so that's
Exactly. But they are right on. I love going to Del Taco. Those chicken soft tacos and French fries are quite tasty.
She's got us hooked on them.
Dr. Middaugh, what is your favorite artist and/or band? So we're not gonna talk about genres or anything, but just artist and/or band. Julia, you have a good shot? Good answer? Good guess?
No, I don't. There's too many bands. We play music all the time, but I don't know what her favorite band is, so I'm just gonna go with a good old standard. I can't even think of a band's name. There's Imagine Dragons, or I'm gonna say Aerosmith. Why not? We'll go old school.
Good thought.
I was gonna go a little old school too and say like Aerosmith or like REO Speedwagon. One of those. That's
all right then.
Yes. So although those are tops and favorites, my band of choice that I would go see would be Backstreet Boys or Boyz II Men. Like I'm always jealous of Mr. Rodriguez.
Man.
My favorite artist is Madonna, though. Growing up, she got me through many a teenage years. So.
Oh, me too.
Nice.
Yeah, Boyz II Men and Backstreet Boys. Ooh, there's nothing like that. I can't say no to that song when it comes on. That music.
All right, let's go on to our second round then. So we're going to go back in our rotation. So, Mrs. Casillas, you're going to be next for this one. Mrs. Casillas' favorite movie then? Favorite movie?
I would say all time, I was like leaning towards like Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast. Those were my two guesses, but
I was thinking The Little Mermaid or Cinderella. But I was, should I go with Coco with her granddaughter's favorite? That's what I wrote down here.
So my favorite Disney movie of all time is Lion King. I love
that's what it was.
The Lion King. But as far as like other genres, it's more like the 80s, 90s movies, Shag, Salsa, Crybaby. Like I love those movies.
Oh, wow.
I can watch them over and over.
Shag, you said? I'm going to write that one down.
Yes. It's with Phoebe Kate and like
Good
three other girls, and they go to North Carolina to go enter a shag contest. It's wonderful.
Oh, Lord. Never mind. I'm going to cross that out.
It's a chicken.
All right, well, thank you for that one. All right, then. So, Ms. Herman, you're up next. I think we might be able to guess this one, too. What is Ms. Herman's favorite team? Like, sports-wise. Favorite team.
So Julia's not a sports person. Doesn't like sports. So I'm going with the Mustangs, our favorite team.
All right.
That's where I'm headed to. Julie, we don't talk sports. So I'm thinking the Mustangs, but probably like favorite sport overall would probably be wrestling that she enjoys to watch. I know on campus she enjoys wrestling, so.
All right. What do you got?
After I had kids, like I had no more time to sit down, so sports took a back seat. I did put the LA Dodgers because I would see them a lot. They were my team growing up.
Only because you're from there, then it's okay.
Exactly.
You're only allowed that pass.
How about this? For Dr. Middaugh, what has been her most embarrassing moment here at work?
All right, so unfortunately, as the school year started in 2021, Dr. Middaugh had a little tumble here on campus.
Apparently, curbs are not her friend.
Yeah.
She fell on a curb and fell flat on her face, and she was out for several weeks because she really, really hurt herself. But it was.
I'm captured on video, so if anybody would like to bring some popcorn, I'm more than willing to sit and laugh it off.
Captured on our school cameras.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, if I can get that for the highlights later on,
go for it.
Nice.
I just was reenacting Frozen 2 with Olaf, where he's calling for Samantha, and next thing you know, bam.
All right, for that, everyone gets 5 points for that one. All right, there you go. But Dr. Middaugh, she gets 10 because she experienced it again. For Ms. Casillas, this will be our last round. So here we go. For Ms. Casillas, let's try to guess what is the most favorite part of her job.
Go, Herman.
I would love to say it's working with us, but you know, being realistic, like she loves the kids. Like that's it. That's final answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say governing board meetings, but I think it's the kids. Yeah, it's being around the kids.
Although I really, really love working with you guys. I love our team. It is definitely the kids. I love the kids.
Good job, ladies. All right, 3 points for both of you. All right, there you go. All right, let's go and go on to Mrs. Herman then. This one might be kind of fun. What is Mrs. Herman's biggest quirks?
I would say that her biggest quirk, there's two parts to this, right? Number one is her Trader Joe's obsession, right? An addiction.
Yes.
But the other side is Miss Herman's ability that it doesn't matter what's going on, she's always happy and she always greets, you know, people in a positive way. Like she's just always upbeat.
Yes.
Those that's what I would say.
I would agree with those two. Because Miss Herman, literally, there are times where it's like, do you have any other emotion besides happy?
How's it going?
But the other thing is that when Miss Herman is getting ready to explain something, she begins to go very slow and she's very meticulous as she begins to explain what she's talking about. That's her thing.
Well, background is very important, especially if we're going to talk about something that could be, I don't know.
There she goes.
Many things. I thought you were going to say talking with my hands, because sometimes I talk with my hands too much.
Yeah.
Too many.
Don't lose the Trader Joe snacks, because
No,
those are the
we
highlights
love
for
the
admin.
Joe snacks.
Just so many quirks about you. Look at that. And you couldn't even think of one. Look at, we had like 8 of them.
Oh no, I actually had a list down here growing, but it's just like that's what I know, not necessarily.
Because you're being thorough and making sure to go over the steps.
That's Herman. That's
Right
Herman.
there. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, so for our last one we have here, all right, for Dr. Middow, let's just see if we can actually answer this one. Did Dr. Middow ever have any imaginary friends growing up?
I'm going to say yes.
We both share office wall with Dr. Middow right now, so I don't know, maybe growing up, they've, grown up with her.
So, yes, I had imaginary friends because growing up we moved so often that I just kind of picked somebody that was my best friend from before and just kind of took them with me. So that show on Cartoon Network, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, that was me. I was the foster home. So I had like Sylvia, I had Teresa, Sal, who was the other one? Oh, Estella. Estella was one of my best friends when I was in grade school. So I had quite the entourage of imaginary friends. So.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up right there, ladies. Thank you so much for this afternoon. You saw the first time we get to have so many admin together on camera.
Yay! Had fun.
Make a great day, Mustangs.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks.